John, what would you say the state of the equipment is now? I know you said
Right now that he's got some good repairs in it. It seems to be, you know, he's kept it up. I mean, he's kept it up very well. But tired iron is tired iron. But the things that we have right now is doing very well. But again, the last 2 years, you went, you know, some of that equipment, you went 15 years and didn't put a lot of money into it, and all of a sudden, boom, it's like, you know, and it always happens, doesn't it? Not just this piece, but this piece, then this piece, you know, and there's nothing you can do.
I would ask if any of the visitors tonight have any questions or comments. Yes.
Mayor Powell?
Yes.
I just have a couple of things, a couple of questions, a couple of opinions. First of all, if Carroll County is going to charge us $20 a ton this year, and next year they're going to do 30, and the next year they're going to do 40. Well, now we've already sent our business out of the county. We've sent it over to Carroll. When we have our business in Sac County, we have a little bit of control over it. But once you get out of our county, we have no control over anything. And my other question is, we're assessed a very small fee right now for residential. I think it's $3.50 a month. Is that correct?
for recycling.
For recycling.
Yeah.
What would be the fee if we chose to have it taken to Carroll? Is it going to escalate? Is it going to go down? It's only $20 a ton, so I can assume that it'd probably go down to $1.
I don't know, did you, I hate to interrupt you here, but remember what Dean said about the possibility of future land sale development out here?
I know,
By
but
saving that money, we'd have cash without having to double tipping fees or for assessment fee per person.
Well, the other factor is there would be, especially in the case of Sac City, right now our cost of delivery is almost non-existent. It's here in town.
it's a wonderful service.
Correct. If we
And
move it to
that's
Carroll,
why we're here.
you've
We
got
wanna
cost
keep
of
it.
mileage down there. You've got the wear and tear on equipment going back and forth to the Carroll area. So why the actual cost of $20 a ton, for instance, would be one side. We would have to factor that. We have factored that against also what it would cost us as far as extra gas, extra wear and tear on vehicles, and of course, then we're going to have an individual. We'll have at least one employee that is going to spend 35 minutes driving down there and 35 minutes driving back. So there's the time and lost salary associated with that as well. So there's some other factors in this as well that have to be taken into
And
consideration.
is it going to be as convenient? Are they going to do it once a week? Are they going to do it once a month? I mean, there's a lot of things
Oh,
to
right.
consider. Another question that I heard you say, Mr. Stock, is that the rates in Carroll for recyclables has gone up, and that is why.
No, I misspoke. What I meant to say is, she said
Prices.
that they would charge us $20 a ton for every ton of recyclables we took there, and they'd lock that in for 3 years, so it wouldn't be 30, 40, 50. So
Oh, this is
they'd only go
something-
out 3 years. Your point's well taken. Anytime you close a landfill or you close a recycling center, you close any service and you outsource it to another county, those
Over
things, yeah, you lose control over it.
Mhm.
And I appreciate that, but she said because recyclables are bringing more money than they were 3 months ago when I
Yeah,
talked to her,
that-
it might be less than $20. They might charge us $15 a ton for 3 years.
But then we
And
would
after
get.
that, I don't know, nobody knows.
But if recyclables are bringing more, then we should be getting more in.
And that's why we set it at margin in the first place, was that every month depends on the commodity prices. So when you work, another thing just to keep in mind before you make your decision is that we work that way. Every month we charge you based on how much we get out of our recycles. So right now recycle prices are going up again, which means that this year should be a lot better than last year. And so ours is tied to cost minus sales revenue. And if Carroll County would agree to that, that's the agreement we have. If Carroll County would agree to that, that'd be wonderful, because they would be, your charges would be based the same way ours are. Well, they don't, you know, you're gonna get a 3-year lock-in, but that's what you're gonna get. I mean, I'm not complaining at all.
3 years, you know, we've got a 3-year contract with you,
Exactly.
so there's no difference.
The 3-year, well, there is, the difference
But it is
is,
in county.
no, the difference is that we already are set up cost minus sales revenue, which means that we are never gonna charge you any more than what it actually costs, period. Because that's how we run, cost minus sales revenue, every day, every month. So we're never, you know, yeah, we could get up to $30, $40 a ton quite easily, but we had 1 year where we only charged you $20,000 for the whole year. We know that the last 2 years are painful, and we don't like it either. But we also know if you stretch it out 20 years, it looks a heck of a lot better than it does if you look at the last 2 years. But we also, you can't predict the future. You can't predict what's going to happen in anything. It's just that you're going to get what the actual costs are with us, and you're not going to get it necessarily get it met. But, you know, again, I want to work with Dean. I want to find the right solution too. I don't want to pay more taxes than I have to either.
I can just tell you